Hi guys, we're back here in the Ybravo garage today. I got my buddy Brett here with me.
Hey,
And Brett, you are the outside sales manager for Ybravo, and Brett travels to commercial landscapers. He goes see our dealers and things like that. And what do you hear out in the field that is a benefit to Ybravo versus other commercial walk-behind units out there? What are the dealers saying? What are the landscapers saying? Anything that people prefer Ybravo over a different brand?
That's a great question. You know, as everybody knows, there's a lot of 21-inch out in the marketplace. And then we've got a couple of 30-inch machines out there, the manufacturers doing that. But where Ybravo really stands out and has a unique niche is our 25-inch version.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of times what has worked for the commercial guys is it's a single blade. We've got a lot of really good features built into this machine for not only commercial users, but now what we're seeing with especially with the Gen 2s, is the homeowners. That's got a little bit more yard than the 21. They want to get done a little quicker because the beauty part about the 25 is it increases productivity by 20%. So because we've got a little bit wider cut, even the homeowner, they're not going to make near as many passes as they usually do with their 21-inch cut machines.
So Ybravo kind of has two different market segments. I think the machine was designed to go after the commercial user in a unique size, such as a 25-inch versus your traditional 21, and the next jump all the way up to a 30, because the price point also is not the price of a 30-inch either.
Right.
So with that two different market segments of now a homeowner who wants a little bit better machine than I had a guy call me the other day and he called it he was tired of the disposable mowers that he would get at the big box stores, and this was a unit that he believed would be the last mower he ever needs to buy. So for a homeowner, there is value in purchasing a piece of equipment like a Ybravo 25 with the bigger deck and the bigger cut, but also on the commercial side. So that's kind of nice that we have two different market segments there. So as a homeowner, you know, if I'm spending a little bit more money on a Ybravo 25 or 21, why would I spend the money to get this as opposed to a unit that I could get for $200 or $300?
Well, another great question, and you know, a lot of people out there in internet land, you know, probably like me, and I do a little research. You know, I know I'm old, but I still am capable of doing
He
that.
knows how to use a computer.
You know, I do know how to do that. But you know, we're finding that more and more people are going to the internet and doing research on different products, whether it's a car, a mower, boat, motorcycles, you know, whatever it is. And you know, the simple fact with the Ybravo, what it brings to the homeowner, that's what we're talking about, is that old adage still holds true today as it has for the last 100 years, is you get what you pay for. And one of the unique things with the Ybravo, with all of the added features, benefits, the quality, the durability, what that brings to a homeowner is, okay, look, I can spend $300 every 3 or 4 years, or I can kick back, you know, spend $1,300, and boom, you know, it's the last mower that you're going to have to buy. And I've found, for me personally, I've used a lot of different manufacturers, you know, 21 inches, and you know, some of them's even got 22s. But my personal mower at home is the 25-inch Ybravo.
Okay. So as a kind of feeding off that answer, Brett, as a homeowner or a commercial guy for that reason, why would I purchase a Ybravo 25 if I can get a 30-inch cut with some of the other mowers out there today? Why would I want a smaller cut versus a bigger cut, except for price? What's another reason?
Well, let's start with on the commercial side. You know, a 30-inch, a lot of times there are some narrow areas where they're mowing islands out there in parking lot areas, or even in a residential area that, you know, most people now they've got some wider gates that they can go through, but we still see, you know, the need for something less than 30-inch to get into a backyard.
Okay.
And that's where the 25 really fits that niche.
Okay. As a homeowner, what's the warranty versus something on the Ybravo versus a big box store item?
Well, you know, on the box store deal, typically 1 to 2 years, you know, for warranty and that kind of thing. But that's what I love about the Ybravo, this Gen 2, this Generation 2. It's, we changed up the color. We made a bunch of improvements over our previous version. But for the homeowner, they look at this and not only, it'll be the last mower you ever buy, but there's peace of mind that comes in that price package.
Right.
And that peace of mind is a 5-year warranty.
Yeah. Yeah, it's huge. So we've kind of hit on the two different markets that Ybravo has kind of captured. I think the intention was originally going after the commercial guys, but we're seeing many homeowners stepping up and wanting an investment that is going to last them for probably forever. Let's talk about now more on the commercial side. So as a commercial landscaper, this is time is money, and I use this to make money for my business. What are some things, when I buy a Ybravo over the course of my ownership, how many parts am I replacing? What are the costs of those parts? Stuff like that. There's a lot of things that go into the lifetime of owning a piece of equipment, and you got to think about all the things that could add up over that course of the lifetime. So talk to me about that a little bit.
Yeah, cost of ownership. That's an excellent topic to discuss. And cost of ownership on the Ybravo. We designed the Ybravo to where it would be commonality of parts, bearings, wheels. They're all interchangeable. The height adjustment levers, they're all identical. A lot of the cabling is the same. We've got the ergonomics, and we've changed up and made this a lot nicer up on the control panel. But not only the commonality of parts, but when you find that you're going and you're buying brand X parts, wherever that is, even if it's on the internet or if you're going back to a dealership or whatever, we're proud of the fact that our replacement parts are some of the lowest in the industry. And it's not because they're junk, it's just a simple fact that we took a lot of consideration in when we're looking at this to where we can be able to provide replacement parts economically, whether it's for a commercial end user or a homeowner.
So is it also fair to say that we are still kind of the new kid on the block when it comes to commercial walk-behind units out there? I mean, some of the other brand names have been out there for years and years and years.
Yeah.
But have they come to a position to where they can afford to almost charge a little bit of a higher price on replacement parts, whereas us, here at Ybravo, we want to protect your investment and we want you happy with the machine, and that doesn't mean overcharging for replacement parts. Is that fair to say? Is that kind of out there, or is that?
I guess it's like the old saying, whatever the perception is, the eyes of the beholder, that kind of thing. But bottom line is, regardless of what the other manufacturers charge, regardless of what they do, there was thought put into this concept of the Ybravo, why we're gonna make it, who we're making it for, and we looked at this important aspect of the cost of ownership, long term.
Right.
We designed and built these for the long haul. These aren't disposable mowers. We've designed them with the cut quality. They're monster baggers. We've got cut heights on the Gen 2 that go as low as 1 inch all the way up to 4.5 inches.
Dang.
And that's amazing. And so, it's just able to fit into pretty much any type of grass, depending on what the needs are for height of mowing and that kind of thing.
So we've kind of, touched on several things here. I keep kind of going back to homeowner use and commercial use, but sticking on the commercial side for right this second, what are some of the commercial features on the mower? I know right off the bat we have a steel deck. Mm-hmm. You mentioned 4.5 inches of cutting height. Mm-hmm. What else would a commercial user benefit off of this machine?
Well, it's easier just to point here, but you see these black strips here that's bolted on to the bottom of the deck.
Yeah.
What they are, they're replaceable wear strips.
Okay.
And so with the commercial end user in mind when we were designing this, I talked about if they're mowing islands, if they're going off of curbs and going back and moving and bouncing off of curbs, we designed that to where as that is intended to take the brunt of the force, try to maintain the integrity of the deck, but as they wear, they're replaceable and you don't have to worry about replacing the deck shell or anything else. But the steel deck is very important because it takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
Right. Okay. I like that. What about the back? Let's transition, to the backside of the mower. On Gen 1, what is different on our Gen 2s on the backside of the mower than it was on Gen 1? What did we change over here?
Changed in the back part.
Yeah.
You know, you were talking to bags. What we did is we redesigned the bags. They used to have a hard bottom. Now they're a soft bottom, but it's a more of a design to allow the airflow for better packing, filling this bag up with the grass clippings, so we don't have to stop near as often to dump. The other thing, of course, is what really helped Ybravo. One of the thoughts in the design was running these cables inside the tubes and coming up here. You know, we know that, you know, as you turn around, you're mowing against fences, mowing against shrubs or anything. If you got cables out there, oftentimes it could get hung on something you turn, and so it could bend and kink the table.
Let's re-go back to the...
Re-go back. We're going to re-go back.
We're going to re-go back. So let's go back to the... Because I wonder if we want to keep saying inside the tubes, because we're changing that.
Well, not yet.
Or we say hidden tubes, or hidden cables.
No, I mean, right now, everything is the fact that this was designed with the cables to be obscured.
Okay.
Once anything else happens, then we will...
Okay.
It's just, that will just be, you know, hey, you know, something new and exciting with Ybravo. You know, we through field testing, we've made some nice improvements.
Okay, cool. I kind of caught you off guard on the back side, so we're still on the commercial side. So I'll go.
But you were talking about bagger than everything back here. So.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go on the bag and just the fact that our grass bag is so much more bigger than Hondas and X-Marks and
I wouldn't think so. All we do is, you know, just the new high flow design of the bag, soft bottom, 2.8 bushel.
Also on the weight distribution from Gen 1 to Gen 2. Do you want to hit that or not?
Sure, because we've extended these right here.
Yeah. Okay, so talk about the weight that it weighs 127 pounds dry weight, but what we did from Gen 1 was rebalanced it to, and we relieved about 6 pounds of pushdown pressure because the mower still kind of felt heavy on Gen 1, even though it wasn't. It just felt that way. So I'll go that way. So okay, Brett, and still staying on the commercial side of things, you know, we've talked about the deck shell and the wear strips. What about, you know, over here on this side of the mower? What about the grass bag and even the updated control panel from what we did on Gen 1 to Gen 2? Hit on that a little bit.
You know, one of the things that we changed with our bags is we went to a high flow air design with a soft bottom. You know, our bag capacity on the 25s is just under 3 bushels, right at 2.8.
Cool.
Some of the other enhancements that we made on the Gen 2 over the Gen 1 was we really cleaned up this area right here. You know, for a BBC and everything, we've just got the operator presence right here, and that engages our blades. It's a lot cleaner. It's just a lot smoother. The ergonomics was important on that. And the other thing is we lengthened this tube part right here. And the reason that we did it, and then we talk about this, you know, for homeowners, and we talk about commercial, but this isn't a light machine. You know, you're talking, this thing weighs a little over 125 pounds.
You're right.
You know, so it's a beast. But that's what we want.
Right.
You know, it's heavy, it's well built, it's durable. But some of the things that we got feedback on the Gen 1s was that it just felt it was just a little bit too much for the end user all day. You know, when they push down, they make their 90s or the 180s go back and forth. They're doing a lot of push down on this to turn the mower. And so we extended.
So even though the mower didn't weigh a lot, it kind of felt like it weighed a lot because of the push down.
Yes.
I see. Okay.
And so by extending that, what we've done is decrease the amount of push down force that it takes to turn our units. So it's easier to maneuver. It doesn't wear you out over, you know, a course of 8 to 10 hours walking behind us.
So just kind of rebalanced the whole thing, as well as relieved about 6 pounds of push down pressure. Cool. Okay. Sweet. So we've hit homeowner usage, commercial usage. One thing also on the again, going back to the homeowner side now. Sorry, all over the place, but I get a lot of phone calls about, you know, homeowners again calling in, just doing their research, but they always go to the personal pace that I think Toro has out there on their machines, and they always ask, does Ybravo have a personal pace? And We do. It's not something that we highlight, but how would a user, if they need to slow down to get in a very tight spot, or just want to slow down to get into a flower bed just briefly, how would you do that on this machine?
Well, one of the things that I do, and the control bell there, this is what engages the drive.
Right.
But what we use the term feathering. So it'll start engaging and it will start pulling as you
Get up
get
and show
this-
the people. Get
get
up
it-
and show
I don't
the
wanna
people.
get- okay.
Slide over here. I want to make sure you're still in the shot. There you
I'll
go.
just push it over here.
There you go.
But as we start engaging this bell and pulling it to the bottom of the handle, the unit will drive.
Right.
Now, that's fully engaged. We just mow and go and that kind of thing. We release it, we turn. But when there are instances that we do need to kind of have the ability to adjust ground speeds,
Okay.
even if we're in low. Because there are times in my backyard, I don't get around to mow my yard as often as I need to because I travel a lot. So there are times when, it comes the weekend and it's time for me to mow the yard, it's got a little bit of growth to it.
Right.
And so one of the things in some really tall stuff, even if I'm in low, I will just kind of feather this to kind of just go through it a little easier so that we're able to displace all that cut grass clippings into the bag. Because, when you're trying to mow that much grass,
Right.
the volume of cut grass underneath that deck is just phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got to take all that grass through the discharge into the bag. So that's one way of alleviating a bottleneck issue, and by able to just feather this as need be.
Cool. So we do kind of have a personal pace type system, just not something that you set and go. You
Right.
can kind of customize it, I guess is the right word.
Yeah.
All right. What else? Anything I'm missing? I can't think of anything else. Can you?
Well, let's just kind of do a wrap up,
Okay.
overall, and why this is the best choice for your
Yeah,
needs.
I like that. Okay. So guys, we've kind of gone through the different usages and the different kind of customers that Ybravo attracts, whether that's a homeowner who's tired of buying the disposable mowers at the big box stores and is really just getting frustrated and wants something better that's not going to ruin their mid-Saturday or weekend, and just wants something that's going to last them for years to come. And then we also talked on the commercial side as a commercial landscaper, which this thing was initially designed for, and why a commercial user would benefit from a Ybravo 25 versus whether it's a 30-inch or a traditional 21, and why this is a smart investment for your business. Is there anything else, Brett, that we haven't hit on, or why this just makes sense overall?
Well, just a quick overview that there's been a lot of thought put into not only the original design of the Ybravo, but the improvements that we've made with the Gen 2s.
Mm-hmm.
And the beauty part about this, whether it's the 21 or 25 Gen 2, that it's a perfect fit, regardless whether you go out and make a living mowing yards, or you just want a quality piece of equipment in your garage that you can rely on to go out and mow your yard, put it up, and go on and enjoy the rest of the weekend, whether it's going to the lake or whatever. The simple fact that with the Gen 2s, on the commercial side, we believe so much in what we've done with these that we touched a little bit on the warranties. But on commercial, we went from a 1 year on a Gen 1 to 2 year
Yep.
with the Gen 2 on commercial use.
Yep.
We didn't really differentiate on the Gen 1 between commercial homeowner. It's just a 1 year warranty.
Right.
But with the homeowner, we know that they're not going to go out there and put 40 hours on this a week.
Right.
But for the homeowner, we said, we believe so strongly that this will be the last mower that you will buy, and I assure you, you will not go wrong when you go to your nearest Ybravo dealer and go in there, talk to them, and take one of these bad boys home. And then you ask, how do I find my nearest Ybravo dealer? That was an excellent question, Brian. Simple, right?
So simple.
So simple. Just go to ybravo.com. We've got a dealer locator in there. Find your nearest dealer. We've got a great group of dealers out there representing, taking care of the customers, selling our Ybravo product. But just remember, for the homeowner, not only will it be the last mower you buy, but we're giving you the peace of mind with a 5-year homeowner warranty.
Beautiful. Yeah, great job, Brett. Thanks for being here.
As always,
Talking
Brian.
Ybravo with us, and we'll see you guys next time.
Take care.
Cool. Okay, one piece that we missed.